Ebro in the morning, Hot 97's the show with Rosenberg and Laura Styles. And today we have a visitor, his first time up. Manolo Rose, give it up for him. Brooklyn, New York. What part of Brooklyn?
I'm from the Star, man, from Marcy.
Right around where the shooting happened.
Yeah,
with the cops the other night.
Yeah, like right up the block.
So let's get. I want to deal with something because there's, it's been on the internet for a while, and people have had their opinions. I think you've talked on it too. Mm-hmm. You put out a song called "Dope Man."
Right.
When did that come out?
Summer.
I just saw the date. It was you uploaded it on September 10th.
Right. Now that's when we put it on
YouTube.
Right.
Got it.
Now it been out all throughout the summer.
Yeah.
It was all throughout the summer. Like that's when we was like, because actually when he first when they when Av and them first heard it, that was the summertime when they first heard it.
So I'm gonna play the song right now.
All
right. And then we'll come back. Explain to us, people who don't know the inner workings of everything that's going on,
right?
How this became Troy Ave, Young Lido, and Manolo Rose.
Okay,
all right,
definitely.
You never seen nothing like this. Splash Brothers with the aim. I wish a nigga would, boy. I'm taking sleeping with your missus. Nigga call me Young Mellow, cause scoring is my shit, boy. I'm CP3 cause I be dishing and handling the rock. Chef cooking with the pot, boy. It's all about the mother money. 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 My hood.
That right there is Manolo Rose. The song's called "Dope Man." Sounds very familiar.
Sounds somewhat similar to "All About the Money."
Yes.
It's basically all about the money.
It is.
And so, how did that song become Troy Ave and Young Lido?
Well, in the beginning, what they did was they looped the ending portion of the beat. Mm-hmm. They looped the ending portion of the beat,
and they got that from the internet or off some tape somewhere or whatever.
Yes, because in all reality, what happened was this: when they first heard it, they liked the record. They wanted to get on the record. He called me, and the dude who played it, Act Murder, the DJ, he called me first initially because he was the one that was DJing at their barbecue where they first heard it.
Got it.
And they know him. They have a relationship with him. So they called him. They told him, listen, I want this, that, and the third. He called me like, yo, they want the record, this, so forth and so on. I said to him, at first I was like, I don't know. Then I was like, all right, you know what? If we get on the phone with them, we can, let's hash it out. Let's see what we can do. Once they called me once, and they was like they wanted to do the record. That was his manager. He called me and he said, we want the record and so forth and so on.
So they was gonna buy the record from you. They
tried at first. Initially, they was like, yo, we could offer you some money.
Okay.
But the money that they was trying to offer me wasn't enough, right? And I knew that they didn't have enough money to offer me up front. No way.
Right.
I knew that off the rip.
Because you're thinking about what the best case scenario.
Right. It wouldn't make sense for me for you to give me some crumbs and I know what it can really actually be. That's know what I mean? So it went from that. So then my dude Telly, he has a relationship with Av and them. They call him. We was all of us was on three-way. Me, Telly, and Av, we on three-way. We like, yo, let's get the record done. Do you want to do it? I told him, listen, let's go meet up. We can meet up and sit down and talk face to face. He told me out his mouth, there's nothing to talk about. That was his response to me. I laughed it off. Was
that like? Was he disregarding the value of you as an artist? So he was thinking like, I'm Troy. I'm on.
Ain't nothing to talk about. Either we gonna do it or not do it.
Got it.
So I laughed because I know that don't make any sense for a person to come to you with his hand out but still act like his hand is on top of yours. That just makes no sense.
Right.
So from there, I still said okay. Now I text him. I told Telly, yo, give me your phone number. Give me his number. He gave me the number. I text him right after that. I said, when you need it. He said, I need it ASAP. I said, all right, cool. I'm gonna hit the dude did the beat, get the session, and I'm gonna send it over to you. I text him.
So you was still being cool.
Yeah,
you was still seeing this as an opportunity to build your brand.
Right. Everything was cool and everything was good. Once I got off the phone with him, I texted him. I said, listen, where I'm sending it to. He never responded to me. He responded to me a month later. And by this time, he called me like, yo, I still want the record. I'm like, yo, bro, you said it wasn't nothing to talk about. You said that at first. Then I text you and asked you where to send it. You never responded. I put it out. I said, yo, I'm gonna just keep it for myself. So he said, all right, don't worry about it. So he like, yo, but I might remix it though. I said, all right, cool, whatever. You remix everything. So
yeah, he does.
And so it's like, cool. Now, when they so now I'm chilling in my crib. We put the record out. We shooting a video and everything. I'm in my crib. Somebody called me like, yo, you on the radio. So I'm like, we was on Hot 97. Like, you on Hot 97. So I'm like, what? So I'm like, all right. So I turned it on. I hear the beat. So I'm like, how the hell they got that? But then I hear him and Young Lito on it, and then I hear my whole verse basically on it too.
Right.
So I'm like, how? You know? But they, like I said, they looped the end portion of the beat. They rapped over it and did whatever they did. And then they doubled back behind me and tried to go to the producer himself. You know what I mean?
But they still used your voice.
They still use my voice.
That's
on the hook.
you in the beginning of the song and the hook.
Right. When he says my name on it, on the track. So they tried to make it like, yo, you know, we looking out for you by doing this. That's how he made it seem.
How'd you feel?
I mean, at first I was like, how in the world? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy that you would try to do that. But at the same time, it's like, I'm on the radio. You know what I mean? So
you
like,
was kind of mixed. You was like, yo, you didn't really speak straight to me.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm hearing my thing rocking.
Right. So it's like, whatever, you know. And I know how, you know what I mean? I watch people do this for years and never get to that point. So I'm like, you know what? Forget it. It is what it is now. So now how I'm going to capitalize off of what you just did.
So what's the relationship? Because you're in Troy Ave's video.
Yeah, I did the
video. So you still did the video?
I still did the video because it only made sense to do the video.
To promote yourself.
Right, because it makes no sense for my voice to be there. And then what they was going to do, lip sync? Because that's all they could have done. So it didn't make no sense. I'm going to put myself in a position where it's like, yo, if I do the video, my face will be out there.
That's right.
I can move on from that point forward because I knew I had way better records. I knew that already.
So what's the relationship like between yourself and Troy Ave?
Well, I haven't spoken to them, you know what I mean? I don't really have any resentment, any hard feelings towards the guy, you know what I'm saying? He did what he did, and I'm here. If it wasn't for him doing what he did, I wouldn't be right here.
So basically, you had two options. I guess three. I guess the one option could have been to pursue some sort of legal measures,
Which costs money.
Which costs money, and that's a whole thing.
Right.
Two would have been to like turn it into some sort of beef, and we got no one anywhere.
Right, exactly.
Especially because you don't even have a name yet, so it would have done nothing.
I'd have been a dude on the internet crying.
Exactly. Or three, you said, let's make this the best situation we can, let it blow up, and let's get the wind from it beneath our sails, and now you guys have a thing going.
Exactly.
So let me ask you
well played, sir.
Very well done. In retrospect, the conversation you had and you wanted to sit down face to face and talk to Troy Ave about money and the details. In retrospect, when he was like, yo, we don't have anything to talk about, it comes off like it's being disrespectful at first.
Yeah.
But there's a piece of me that's like, well, you're not popping yet. I'm Troy Ave, I guess, and I kind of got momentum. Just rock with me. Just follow along with me, and this is going to work out.
See, and that would have been cool. That would have been cool.
But he didn't say it like that.
Right. See, that's the difference. And when as a man, when you sitting with somebody and you talking with them, you're gonna explain like, listen, this is what I'm trying to do, bro, and this so forth and so on. Now, even after the statement, even after he made that statement, I still asked him, where am I sending this to?
Yeah, you were still trying to be a part of the thing.
I still have the text messages in my phone. I can show you.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Where I'm still saying, yo, where am I sending this? And you won't respond to me within a month. A whole month went by. Which is what I'm saying is that it's just like, you know, it is what it is. He did what he did. I'm at this point, and that's what it is.
It is. You know? So listen, at this point in the interview, so now y'all heard the Manolo Rose version.
Right.
Now I want to play the Troy Ave Young Lito Manolo Rose.
Right.
Which now they put out the artwork, right? And it just said the first initial artwork just said Troy Ave and Young Lito.
Right.
I didn't see your name.
Right.
And there's people even right now that's like, I thought that person who was you, Manolo Rose, was actually Young Lito, but Young Lito's just rapping at the end.
Yes. Yes. And that was the thing, because it was like they could have, if you was gonna do something like that and still leave me on it, you could have, you know what I mean? It's a bunch of things that could have been done that made the situation a little bit easier and a lot better. You know what I mean?
So now this record's popping. Everybody's happy about it. It's some Brooklyn artists, which is a good thing, and it didn't get sideways, which I think everybody's happy about, right?
Right, definitely.
Because you got more material that you trying to drop,
right?
And we want to get this music thing popping,
right?
And talk to me about Run Ricky Run, which is popping off right now, coming out of the streets, and it's getting out of it started as a Brooklyn thing,
right?
And now it's starting to hit the other boroughs,
right? Yeah, definitely.
What's that? I mean, I know what it is, and I don't even play it on the morning show like that because it's too early for all them gunshots.
I need a lot of shots.
I need a non-gunshot version, man. It's way early. People going to work. That thing is ringing off. But talk about it.
Well, Run Ricky Run is like, I think it's just first off, it's a record where it's like, it's just a person, sitting at home, wishing that the characters in the movie did something different. But, as far as like the gunshots and the aggression on it, it has a lot to do with like, coming from where I come from.
Yeah.
And and being in poverty and stuff like that, it makes you aggressive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why there's a lot of aggression on the records. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And a bunch of other records I have, it's I have a lot of
that's the energy. That's the
energy, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I have like a thing with myself, and as far as like a more of a Chuck D, DMX type of vibe. You know what I mean? Where it's like, it is just hard.
It's aggressive,
right? You know what I'm saying?
That's it's emotional. It's aggressive, right. And that's the environment,
right? So I think that record within itself is a record where it makes you feel like you haven't felt in a while, in the sense of saying like, a lot of records that we listen to now, it don't make you feel no kind of way. You know what I'm saying? It make you, half the records make you do the same thing over and over again.
I have a theory about that. Sidebar, I go on one of my little conspiracy tangents. I honestly believe that's with all the prescription drugs and everything going on. Everybody's so numb now, so all the music is super numb too. Right. Just like all the drugs everybody doing. It's like ain't nobody really got no feeling other than kicking back and laying back and chasing some tail. Right. That's the extent of everyone's emotion these days.
Exactly. And I just think that, you know what I mean, like, we just missing that at this point. And we missing a record like that. So that's why I think.
So who produced this record?
Slimmy Neutron, he produced the record.
What's that? That's Fame School.
That's one half of Fame School.
What is Fame School? What is that? Just
Fame
like
School is it consists of a group with Telly and Slim. And
wait, Telly, Ninja Sonic, Telly.
Right. But far as everything else is a collective body of people, you know what I mean? That, some rap, some do other things, some people just draw, some people, do, and some people just there, you know what I mean? So.
And everybody's from Marcy, where you're from?
Nah. It's people that's, different portions of Brooklyn, you know what I mean? But Telly, he's like, we from the same place, we lived in the same area. And so, everybody else, they just from scattered areas, we just all came together. Brooklyn. Yeah, definitely, the majority, I would say. We all came together in like a downtown scene, you know what I mean? Like Williamsburg section and Lower Manhattan and stuff like that. We all came together from there, which was due to Telly, you know what I mean? Because that's where, he went to and, made a lane for himself. And, we just came.
Built on that.
Right, built on that, and then, got it to where it is at this point right now.
Let's get the record on Run Ricky Run. I remember first time I heard it, I was like, yo, how come the beat don't drop? And then Slimmy hit me on Twitter, was like, yo, shut the fuck up, man. Play my song, man.
Yeah.
So we getting it on right now. I still think you could drop the beat, though. Drop a drum, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, the intro, I'm telling you right now, it's a great song. The intro's a fucking disaster. It is a fucking disaster.
No, it's not that bad.
I'm sorry. If I was in the studio,
let me
tell you
change the fucking beginning. I will never play it as a DJ until that shit's different.
Because it doesn't
It's
drop
too
right.
much noise at the beginning without something happening. I get that's what people, like that's where kids are at when they're at home watching videos. But my problem is in a club situation.
It's hard to drop.
I think it's hard you're making it complicated for DJs. And you want to.
But Slimmy's a DJ.
But
I know it, but he's probably a good DJ and he's probably creative, but a lot of people aren't. They just want to play a fucking
Go ahead, Manolo.
No, but this is the thing, though. This is the thing, like, okay, you saying that, right? And you make it hard. We made it hard for the DJ, right? I mean, but they playing it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
so no. So
yeah, I guess.
I mean, it's starting.
Right.
It's starting.
Okay.
They figuring it out.
Well, they playing it. At least, shit. I've been everywhere.
Yeah.
Right. So, but that's not what I'm saying. My thing is this. We have to get to a point where something is different.
That's true. There's an argument for that.
We done had the same drop happen.
Snaps and snares and
right. We done had that
auto tune.
That movie has been played and played and played and played. You know what I'm saying? It's like we done seen enough damn Arnold Schwarzenegger movies where he's shooting everything up. Like we seen that. It's time for something new. It really is. You know,
I agree with you. I agree with you that there's definitely room to try something in a different way.
Right.
But there's some things that are tried and true for a reason, and not to say that you need to make it on the album like that, but I would make a version where it's easier for people to play it.
So you saying like if you make you saying like make it the old kind of way, where it could be simpler, just
no, it's not about that.
Insert
here,
it's
not about that. When you're a DJ, there's certain records that you end up. Hold on, Ibra, I'm having a nerdy DJ part of the conversation.
Look, here's what needs to be said to you. All right, Rosenberg. If you was a good fucking DJ, you would just figure out how to play the hottest record.
You can,
fucker. That's what he wants to say.
You can, but I mean, I'm just saying it may. And he's right. A good DJ will figure it out.
Right.
But you will make it top of mind easier. For boom, this goes right.
And
here.
that was my first reaction. I was like, yo, why is this? But then also, I've seen it come off in clubs, and what has ended up happening is that the record itself, because it's different, and because of the aggression, and because of the drop in it, production wise, and the lack of production in it, it's made it a moment that there's almost like the club stops for this moment, which makes the record actually on the other side stand out that much more.
But exactly, I agree. The moment is bigger, but it lasts shorter. I promise you. That like you go look at the song. Like for example, you take a Bitch You Guessed It, right? That's a moment. However, that's when he performs it live, fire. When a DJ just plays it in the club. Not quite the same thing. You want a song that lasts.
That's not true. Hold on, wait. That depends upon where you at.
Sure.
Type of club.
Because if you play Bitch You Guessed It somewhere and you in a certain area, that shit gonna cause a riot in there. It's the same way. It's the same way, and that's the thing. And that's the thing with my record. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? Shit. When we was in Lush, we crowd surfing strippers. When we was in Starlet, we crowd surfing installers. Yeah. Nobody's doing that. Yeah. Right? So what I'm saying is that
it's working.
It's working.
All right, hey, then run with it.
So at the end of the day,
go be like, yo, fuck you, Rosenberg.
Nah.
What's the difference?
You know, exactly.
I'm trying to fucking hate you.
You know, nah, it ain't even hating. You know, it's him.
And I'm old, by the way, so like, there's a chance that
now everybody want to be old.
That's an excuse.
Everybody want to be old.
Look, you trying to run with your John now.
Have my own shit no more. Man.
Yeah, believe me, I want to be like that. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that fucking old. But I'm just saying, you know, maybe you're absolutely right. It's just when I hear it, I'm like, my old ears think,
right.
Here's the drop. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's a dope, interesting, different record.
Right, definitely.
You ready? Intro your song, man. Hot 97, Ebro in the morning. Go ahead, do you know what I mean? Do your thing with the thing.
Yo, this is Manolo Rose, man. You checking out the Run Ricky Run joint, man. The hottest joint in New York City right now. About to be the hottest joint in the world, man. For real.
We're not familiar with the feeling. This ladder so long, can't even conceal it.
Who the f to stop us? They calling up the cops. They calling up the shooters. I don't give a homie, that's a handgun. Stop shooting that little. Maybe calling up the chop. Brody, that's a handgun. We bringing out the chopper. Run, Ricky, run.
Hot 97, Ebro in the morning. We still hanging out with Manolo Rose, Brooklyn Zone, man. Fame School. I liked you guys, man. I really like. Telly been beating me in the head about Ninja Sonic for how long, Telly? 5 years?
About 6.
6 years?
6 years.
Hey, tight. Like, you still doing the Ninja Sonic thing?
No, we kind of evolved, man, into this Fame School.
That's the Fame School thing. I like it.
This is in my heart, time and place, but this is like.
This is the thing now.
Now the time is for Fame School.
But we're going to get back to Fame School. This is Manolo Rose time. We're focusing. Before I let you out of here, not all rappers is about these bars. Mm-hmm. Some are just writers and they do their thing in the studio. Mm-hmm. You told me off the air that you could do whatever, however we want to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to get to something?
Yeah,
Manolo Rose going to spit some bars on Ebro in the morning.
Yeah,
Rosenberg and Laura Styles. Let's go, Rosenberg. What kind of beat? Old school?
Okay.
Come on. All right.
Ready?
Manolo Rose, Hot 97. Let's go.
You will listen to the only begotten son. It's the heartfelt story of the lonely forgotten one. Thorns on my head, women weeping at my feet. The taste of defeat sometimes can be bittersweet. You get hit the floor and you learn to bob and weave. You jab in the fight of life, Ali be coaching me. Money isn't everything, but it's everything. It make the world go round, it make the bitches sing. It make the wedding away from wedding bands. I can headbutt a bitch like Everland. I need my crib about the size of Neverland. Man to man, hand in hand, pussies don't stand a chance. You know what I mean? We can keep going. Stay away from the fucking.
Hold on.
I ain't steal my motherfucking olive branch. You made a heartfelt kid turn to a heartless man. Damn, the game sold, this should never be told. 32 shot Glock, I don't have to reload. She just know to suck my dick, she don't have to be told. And I control your movie, nigga, pass the remote.
Manolo
Let's get to another
Rose.
one.
Hot 97. Oh, all right.
Let's see that.
I shoot.
You ready?
It's on you.
Here it comes.
All
Here it
right.
comes.
Say no more. If Jesus Christ was crucified, it's all praise to Lucifer. Had no problem shooting. Money, power, respect, one and the same. Brain flow of cocaine. Please don't speak my name. Pussy who spoke my name, he's sweet as fuck. So I went to dentist. He told me I had to floss some more. Saw up on some paintings, dog. Hung it on my kitchen wall. Murder was the case. The booth was the place. The stories being told while I'm sitting with the greats. Past my firm getting cold. Possessed by Biggie souls. The death night in LA, I was fucking with them hoes. Drinking lots of more. Once I seen them cunning, I'd have let my nine blow. Probably bulletproof my door panel. Hindsight is 20/20 big. Are you finished or what? Go ahead, Manolo Rose, you can finish them up. But right jab, left cross, uppercut to the gut. Big I be fucking them up.
Manolo Rose is here, man. Bring that down, bring that down, bring that down. I didn't know what to expect with your rhymes. Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Pretty good.
It's like he's an MC or something.
Pretty good. By the way, that's your brother, right?
Yeah.
God.
Yo, I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Say no more.
Yo, so after Run Ricky Run, you claim you got some more heat.
Oh, definitely, man.
Anybody you collabing with? Anybody other than Fame School?
Well, we got a couple joints that's coming that's crazy. But I got a crazy joint with Chinks, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's my guy, you know what I mean? So
that's a Queens Brooklyn
yeah, you know what I'm
connect.
saying? Yeah, you know, 'cause I live in Queens. I mean, I'm from Brooklyn, but I have family in Queens. I lived in Queens for a long time at Edgemere Projects. You know what I mean? Shout out to the meter. And you know, so that's our connection too with me and Chinks.
Got it. Manolo Rose, give it up.
Good looking out, bro. Thanks for coming through.
Thank you for coming, bro.
All right.
All right.